Hello, everybody. You are here with Ellie and Richard as well on the Spiritual Psychics TV over at the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm going to be giving you messages from Spirit, and I've also got a new deck of cards that I want to try out with you guys as well. So please do get involved and comment if you want a reading tonight. I'm very, very happy to be back into the 2021 year. I hope you all had a brilliant Christmas and a fabulous New Year. And I hope you're all okay with the current lockdown at the moment. So hopefully we can bring a little bit of joy and excitement to you guys tonight with this show. So can I have some hellos now, please, Richard? So I'm going to say a few hellos. Hi, Lauren. And it's really nice to see some regular faces. And if there is anyone who are new faces, please do let us know. Hey, Christine. Good evening, Ellie, Richard, and everyone. Oh, bless. Freezing from Bournemouth. Yeah, I know it's got really, really cold now, hasn't it? Hello, Heidi Spicer. So it's nice. As I said, it is nice to see some names that I recognise. Stay Shaw. Hello. Thank you very much for joining. Let's see who else is there. Lillian Laniers. I'm not sure if I said your name correctly, but you are from the Netherlands. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, guys, let us know whereabouts in the world you're joining from. Just waiting for some more hellos to come on. Hi, Jennifer Charles. That's my mother. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Cheryl. But I'm not sure if I can say that name. I'm Berdenac. So, hey, Hannah Morgan. Thank you so much for joining and saying hello to everyone. And Pamela Roger, good evening to you. So obviously, guys, if there's people who are watching, if you want a reading, hey, Christine Davies, if you want a reading, you must sign in to be able to join in chatting on the wall and to be able to receive a reading. Hey, Terry Wall, thanks for joining. But otherwise, you may not be in with a chance for a reading if you can't comment, okay? We won't know who's watching. Hey, Cherie Dyer. So, guys, thank you so much as well for sharing these out. Tracy Foxwell, hi, Ellie. Hope you're all wrapped up warm and snug. Have a great show. Oh, thank you. I hope you're wrapped up warm as well, Tracy. So guys, remember to share out the YouTube channel so we can get some more people coming in and joining in. And of course, we always love the regulars joining, and we always love newbies coming on as well. Hey, Mary Dixie, thanks for joining. So guys, just before we start, I asked Richard, because I had some exciting news this week, and I asked Richard if I was able to share it, and he's said that's all okay to share. And I just wanted to share with you guys about my book, because I've been writing a book for pretty much the whole of 2020. I was writing, and it's now in the final publishing stages. So come around the 18th of January, my book, Ignite Your Light and Awaken Your Soul, is going to be out on sale on Amazon and also in various other bookshops as well. So I'm going to show you a sneak peek of the cover. There you go. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's the lovely cover. So I showed people on the social media world yesterday the cover, and this is it. So I'm really excited. So if any of you guys would like to buy this book, I'd love it if you did buy it. It's a whole sort of spiritual hints and tips book talking about our clairsenses and our spiritual alignment, but it's also got lots of experiences that I've been through with talking to spirit, connecting to people's loved ones, and lots of examples of how we can connect more strongly to the spirit world and more so to our soul as well. So if you like the sound of that, please do take a check, because I've written it for all of you guys. So I'd love it if you guys read it and let me know as well what you think of it. So thank you very much, Richard, for letting me share that. And I think I am ready now to do some reading. So hi, Diamond. Hi, Diamond Deb. First time seeing you. Thanks so much for joining in. Daniela Sartorato. I always pause on that name. I love your surname, but I'm never sure if I'm saying it correctly. Hey, Alison Barton. Thank you so much for joining in. Atia Hendricks. Oh, you're in South Africa. Thank you so much for joining from so far away. Hey, Caroline Wilson, first time you've been watching. Oh, thank you so much for joining in. Please stick around and you may get a reading. So Mr. and Mrs. B apparently is Joe, as Richard says in my ear. Evening, Ellie. Evening, everyone in chat. Oh, bless you. Kelly McKeating. Hi, Richard and Ellie. Love to all. Oh, bless. Thank you so much. So, Oh, apparently a few more have come in. So if you get in quick, we'll be able to do some more hellos. Evening, Helly. Happy New Year. Thank you so much, Shelley. Hesvel. I'm not sure that's probably a YouTube name, or is that your actual name? Hi, everyone. Hope you're all okay. I'm not sure if I pronounced your name right. Hazel. Hi, Ellie and everyone. Hello, Hazel Harrison. Okay, so I've said hello to the majority of people who have come in. If there's anyone else that wants to pop in, please do feel free. We're going to be here for a while now, so just settle in nicely and enjoy the readings. Could you start showing me the list again so I can be drawn to? Okay. So, who wants a reading? If you guys start dropping emojis, start, you know, letting me know if you'd like a reading. I'm going to watch last night's again later. Yeah, me and Richard was just talking about that. It's amazing, isn't it? I love stuff like that where there's like lots of the paranormal activity and stuff. Okay, so I'm getting my cards. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the cards that I wanted to use tonight. So it's the Kipper cards here. So my sister actually introduced these to me. Yes, I heard the tap before the cushion went over. Oh yeah, I know. It's so cool, isn't it, Tina? So we've got the Kipper fortune telling deck here. I'm not sure if any of you guys have seen this or not, but it's pretty cool. Some of the cards are quite like, whoa, when they come out. It's like, oh gosh, but actually it's all very, very interesting. So I'm going to pull some of these cards and just see what we get for people and see if spirit comes in today. So let me just see who I'm drawn to. It. Rich is just showing me the list. Last night was fab. So let's see who I am drawn to. It was the most amazing night, Ellie. Oh, bless. Let's see. Let's stick to Christine Marias. Is that her surname? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, Christine Marias, but it's interesting because I was actually drawn to the other one, the other Christine as well. But we'll go with Christine Marias first because I said her name. So let's just get your energy in, because Christine, as soon as I saw your name, I had pains coming over my arm. It was like sort of like a strange sort of like a nerve. It's something to do with the nerves or the muscles and arm. But there's an old lady that comes through, and I feel that this was possibly to do with her. She's showing me her face. She was very, very she got very, very frail and fragile near towards the end, Christine. So guys, let me know if you're here, and if I do your reading, make sure you give me back specific clarification as well when you're responding to me, so I know I'm on the right track and so others can see as well that we're getting stuff right. So this old lady, she got very, very slim, really, really small she became. So she became very frail near towards the end of her passing, okay? I'm also seeing a lot of like marks on her face, you know, where the skin sort of like fades in and out as you get older, that type of thing, like sort of like the brown marks, that type of thing. She was very, very sort of like gentle lady that I'm getting coming through, but she's also got quite she's got a very nice, kind, sort of loving energy about her. She got very quiet near towards the end, so it could be that she was quiet, she was quite gentle and quiet anyway, or perhaps she became, with her, as she got more frail, she got more quiet, because I'm seeing her just sort of like sitting quietly for long periods of time, possibly being in bed for long periods of time, that type of thing. But I feel like she really, really enjoyed if people came to see her. She looked forward to that. That was something that really, really made her excited. So it was like sort of, you know, what she had to look forward to. I am getting sort of like a Cancer coming in as well. Oh, there's a man stepping in now as well, Christine. So let me know if this makes sense to you, because there's a man also stepping in. So I will go back and see what this lady says, but I just like to sort of let them sort of do what they want to do, because this man stepped in, as I said, Cancer, which makes me feel that actually he was the one that had cancer. And I'm quite drawn to the skin, as he says, cancer. So I feel like it could possibly be skin cancer, something like that, that spread quite a lot. He's quite a lot taller than this lady because she was very petite, and I would say she was probably about 5'5". By the time because obviously I feel like she shrank, so by the time she passed, she was probably quite short. This man was a lot taller, but I feel like he passed a lot sooner than she did, so there was quite a chunk of time in between the passings between them both. But I do feel that they are linked because he stepped in while she was chatting and coming through to say hello. I'm not seeing any clarification from you yet, Christine, so I won't be able to continue if I don't get any clarification. I'll just say a little bit more, and then if I still don't get any, we'll have to move on. But this Iris, I sat at her bedside and helped her pass over. Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you so much for that. That's what I felt like, because she kept showing me in her bed for long periods of time, that type of thing. Can you take this man that comes through with her? Because I think what she's wanting to let you know, oh, your mum and dad, okay, that's brilliant. Because what she's wanting to let you know is that she's met with him, and they've been sort of like circulating around, and they've been sort of hanging out together. But as I said, I feel that he passed before her. I feel like she went for quite some time without him, if that makes sense. But as he comes through, he's very sort of like, he's quite funny. He's got quite a funny nature about him. He could be serious too, but he wasn't a really serious type of person. He knew when to be serious, but actually he was just quite lighthearted a lot of the time. Does this make sense with regards to their personalities? Let me know, Christine. Let's see what they've got to say for you or to you. I just keep hearing that there's been some worries regarding a younger male coming in. So perhaps this is their son, your brother, or your son. But I kept hearing younger male son. That's what I kept hearing. Okay. So let me know if this makes sense, because there's been some worries, there's been some confusion around this younger male. Yes, my dad did pass first, had wonderful sense of humour. Yeah, as he came in, he was quite jokey as he came in. But with regards to this younger male that they are referring to, there's been confusion, there's been worries, but I keep hearing about tying up loose ends. So has it been that someone's had to be tying up loose ends or trying to be sort of like sorting some stuff out recently? And now I keep seeing sort of like boxes, like cardboard boxes, and things being moved around. So it could be the case that you guys have been shifting through things, packing things up, or there's possibly even been movement or moving of some sort going on. Let me know if this makes sense with regards to yourself, them, or this younger male that they refer to. But the overall message here for you, Christine, is that actually they are around you. My son, under lots of pressure, told me last night. Right, okay, so that makes sense then if he told you last night and now they're saying that today, because that will let you know, Christine, that they're listening to the conversations that you guys are having, and they're very much around you, aware of what's going on. Can you take what I was saying about the boxes and things being sort of put in boxes or being, rifled through with regards to the boxes? But as I said, the overall message from this is that they are really, really with you a lot. They're really aware of what's going on with yourself and your son at the moment. And they're just wanting to, your father, he's making me smile. So he's just wanting to remind you of the happiness and of sort of the laughter that he brought and the laughter that you used to have. You've been moving boxes in my home. Right. Okay. Thank you so much for that. But he's saying that life's got too serious for you, Christine. So he's wanting to bring this happy energy. He's really funny. He's making me smile a lot. Okay, you was going to pray for him tonight. Okay, that's brilliant. Well, pray to them. They are listening already. Okay, they got it in the bag. Things are going to be sorting themselves out and smoothing out with regards to your son. Okay, so March time is coming in quite strongly with regards to resolution, with regards to your son's stresses and pressures. Okay, so it's not meaning that from now until March it's going to be this difficult, because there is movement and there is stuff that's starting to resolve already between now and March. But March will be sort of like a nice new period for your son. Okay, he was very funny. Yeah, he is. His whole energy, it really lights up my soul. So he's just letting you know that he's wanting you to laugh, he's wanting you to remember the fun and bring that back into your life, because your life got a bit too serious. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there with you and move on to someone else, but I hope that has helped, and I hope that's let you know that they are 100% with you, guiding you through this next stage of your journey and your son's journey. And I will leave all their love with you. Thank you so much for letting me connect to your loved ones, Christine. I was actually going to pull you a card, and it's just they just came in and took over. So that's fine. I will do what I think is right at the time. So could you please move to Christine Davis now, please, Richard, because I was drawn to her as well. So Christine Davis, let me know if you are still here. He called me and I could see him so stressed. Oh, bless him. He is going to be okay, Christine. It's not nice. I'm a mum too, so I know what it's like, you know, with your kids and stuff like that. And if my mum's watching, she'll be the same. So Christine Davis has put yes, please. So are you still there? Can you see if she's still there, Richard? Spirit just love coming in. I always think, oh, I'll do some cards tonight, and then they just come in. Right. So I have pulled you a card, but I just want to speak to this lady first, because there's a lady that's come through for you as well, Christine Davis now. And okay, so this lady, I'm seeing her. You can't see her yet. Okay, cool. So she is here. She's in the house. Christine is in the house. Okay, so let's see. So this lady, I feel like she had breathing issues, because my chest has got tight and I feel like I'm struggling to breathe as she comes through. Okay, this lady, as I described the last lady as quite frail, this lady, she didn't get frail and she didn't shrink. What I'm seeing is I do still feel like she was about 5'5"-ish, maybe a little bit taller, and she was more fuller figured, this lady. So I want to say how she's showing herself to me is she was old, she was older than you, and she was elderly when she passed, but she wasn't really, really old to the point where, you know, she was shrinking down and things like that. She did have breathing issues. She had this chest issue, and she's also making reference to her stomach area as well. Now, I feel that I feel like she suffered with like her weight and things like that in life. And when I say that, as I said, she was more fuller figured, but reason why I say weight is because I feel that maybe it was possible diabetes, or there was possible weight issues, or physical issues that came from maybe her diet, if that would make sense to you. So this sounds like your mum, Christine. Okay, thank you for that. So and was she quite bossy as well? Because but she makes me chuckle a little bit, because she was quite comical, actually, your mum. She was very sort of characterful, but she liked things the way she liked them, if that would make sense. So I feel like she would want help from people, but then actually the help would never be right, because she knew how she liked things. So she was quite set on, right, it has to be done this way, it has to be done that way. She was brought up quite traditionally as well. So she was very much like, you know, make sure you do this, make sure you work hard, make sure you clean up, make sure you do it this way, very structured. But actually, as she got older, she did ease off a little bit, and she realized that maybe she couldn't sort of like boss people around. Right, your mum had diabetes. Okay, thank you so much for that. But as she got older, as you got older, she realized that maybe she couldn't sort of be as sort of bossy. I'm not meaning that offensively, but it's the only sort of word that's sort of coming through at the moment to describe this, because I think that there was times where you and your mum clashed a little bit because you sort of grew up in a bit of a different generation, so you started to want to do things differently. Would this make sense to you, Christine? Lol, she could be. Okay. I'm going to go to the card, but I'm going to let her continue helping me speak with your card, because I pulled you the pathway card here, okay, from the Kipper deck. And this is a lovely card because what this represents is transformation. If you look, there is 5 butterflies along that card, and then there's the light sort of peering through the trees there. It's a really pretty card, but the number 5 represents family, but it also represents action, but the butterfly represents transformation. The pathway is talks of a transformation coming through. There's a new path coming in for you, and I do feel that this is February. I'm very drawn to February the 11th as well, so if the 11th doesn't make sense to you regarding birthdays, passing overs, then it will very much make sense to this transition that's coming in for you, Christine. But the pathway card is very exciting. It can still feel quite like unknown, like an unknown period of time coming upon you. But actually, it's not unknown in a way of, oh God, I feel rubbish. I don't know what's going on. It's not in the questioning or the doubting phase. It's more so in unknown, like certainty, like you just know that you're feeling better, or you just know that certain things are happening even if you don't know how. So this is a brilliant period of time because that represents that there is much I want to say success actually coming in for you with regards to things that you want to do. Yes, we did clash at times, yeah, I felt that, but actually she still has so much love for you and always had so much love for you with everything that you wanted to do and want to do. Okay, she's got your back 100%. Like she talks of like visiting you. What's she saying? She said she's been visiting you in the garden recently. Would this make sense? So have you got like a little plot or a little I want to say little plot because it feels like you've created something in the garden, or there's some little style, like garden type thing that has been created for her. But she says she visits you there. She makes reference to this. She also says she visits you in your dreams and in your sleep and stuff as well. But she is also referring to sort of protecting you at night and protecting you through your sleep because you didn't sleep very good. That's what she's saying. So she's come forth to help you with your sleep because you weren't sleeping very well. Would this make sense to you, Christine? Let me know. But there's definite transformation coming for you through a time that's been quite uncertain for you. It's now coming in. So if you feel yourself feeling very strongly pulled to a certain place, certain course, certain workshop, certain people, environment, then you must listen to that because it will be that pathway pulling you forward and it's a part of your purpose. So I'm not seeing anything else from you yet, but I'm gonna leave it there anyway. So if you do want to clarify any more, Christine, just let me know. But thank you so much for letting me speak to your lovely mum. And you have a rose bush for her. Okay, and this is obviously in your garden because she says she visits you in the garden. So definitely stand by that rose bush and just chat to her because she will be there 100% by your side. And I will leave all her love with you, Christine. Thank you so much. So should we see the next people on the list, please, Richard? And guys, if you're enjoying these readings, please do let us know if you're enjoying them. It's always nice, even if you don't get a reading. Yes, that all makes sense. Okay, great, Christine. So even if you don't get a reading tonight, guys, please do still keep joining in on my shows and other people's shows because you may well get a reading the next time. So, okay. So am I doing some more hellos now, or am I doing some more readings? Okay, so Marlene Manoz, hello. Thank you so much for joining. Vivian McIntosh, hello. Thanks for joining in. Creative Living, hello. Evening. Siobhan, hi, just finished watching last night as I missed it. Oh, bless. Did you like it? Julie Watmore, good evening. A most enjoyable now. Like, oh, loads of people liked it then, Richard. So People love that type of stuff, though. It's so interesting. Serini coaching. Hey, beautiful girl. It's Caroline Bunce. Oh, hi, Caroline. Hope you're well. Thanks so much for joining. Geeta. Hi, thank you so much for joining. I'm not sure if I pronounced your name correctly. Eileen, Mackie, evening, Elly, Richard, and everyone. Hope all's well. Oh, bless. Thank you so much. I really needed that as being feeling unwell last couple of days. Oh, I'm so glad, Christine. I'm so glad. Bless her. Oops. Diamond Deb. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. Hannah Morgan. Lovely to watch your show. Oh, thank you so much for watching. Yay, got some emojis from Shelley Hall. And some love hearts from Cheryl. Right, this card flipped out, so we need to work out who this card is for. Let me just listen and work out who this card is for. Can you go 3 people back, Richard, if that's possible? Yeah. I think it's Cheryl. Yeah, because this, okay, because this card flipped out. Sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? And this yeah, this card flipped out, okay, and I just needed to assess who it was for, and Spirit told me it was 3 steps back. So that means Cheryl Burdenack, if that's how you spell your name, sorry, not spell, pronounce your name. You have the expectation card, okay, number 28. So this is a little bit of a niggly period of time for you. Expectation card can represent, obviously, you feeling like you're expecting something to happen or a certain way of being, someone to act in a certain way, and you're not receiving it, so it's getting you down. Or it can also represent you feeling like someone's expecting something from you and you can't deliver on that expectation. So it's talking of a period of time where there is quite a lot of sort of niggles for you, where you're feeling under pressure to deliver something, or someone's not delivering what you're needing. Would this make sense to you, Cheryl? Let me know. You put yes, I got it. Okay, so let me know if this makes sense. So again, with this, yeah, right, yeah, okay. So with this, it can also mean that you've been feeling fed up, drained, lethargic, like things aren't going to change, and like you're just sort of feeling like, oh, like, am I ever going to sort of feel different, or am I ever going to feel better? Okay, there is a lady that comes through for you. It's all the ladies tonight coming through. So there is a lady coming through for you, and I do feel more of a mum figure, motherly figure to you as well. And she comes around and she just literally like wraps her arms around like your shoulders, because she's just really wanting to hold you tight at the moment, and to let you know that actually you are going to get through this niggly period of feeling like quite fed up and stuff. Is this man alive? Yeah. Okay, so she's talking of a man who is alive. Yes, definitely understand it's work. Okay. So she's talking of a man alive who is also causing you a little bit of to feel drained or to feel fed up as well. Yes, you definitely feel like this at the moment. Okay, thanks for your clarification. But this male in your life, whether it's through work or whether it's a partner, it's just like there's not an understanding at the moment. Okay, Cheryl, your mum is aware, if this is your mum, because you haven't clarified that yet, but I feel very motherly energy from her. So this lady, she is aware of the feelings between you and this man, and the feelings of that you're feeling like they just don't get you at the moment. They're just not understanding how you're feeling and what you're wanting. Okay, so it could be that you're feeling this way at work, and then you go home to your partner and there's like, you know, they're just not really getting it. Or it could be a male at work. Does this make sense to you? Let me just pull you another card to see if we can get some guidance with this. Okay, so unfortunately you've got the imprisonment card. So again, that isn't the guidance. This is just simply saying that this has been going on for a while. You've been feeling very locked up with that. I mean, we've just gone back into lockdown as well. So a lot of people will be feeling very sort of like stuck, okay? So this expectation feeling, this feelings of what's going on at work, it's really holding you there, okay? So you need to just trust. This lady is coming through with lots of love and lots of trust, but you must trust that things are changing, okay? You're not going to be feeling stuck like this forever. Okay, so she's still here, but it could be my husband's nan. Okay, so was she very motherly over you? Because I've got a very, very motherly energy through for you. Let's see when things are going to be lifting for you, Cheryl. April and May are coming in as quite positive months, and that's interesting because we have 2 super moons back to back in April and May. So those will be obviously on the full moons, they will be super moons. So they work really, really well for women above the age of 30. They have lots of positive energy brought to us for women over the age of 30 with the full moons and stuff. So I don't think it's just because of the moons, but I feel like April and May are also going to be better months for you. So you are going to be feeling a lot more positive come the springtime. So as I say to people, it doesn't mean you're going to be feeling like rubbish for the whole period of time, but actually come April, May, you will be feeling very significantly different, okay? This stuck expectant feeling, sorry, get my words out, expectational feeling will have lifted, okay? Yes, she was. Okay, thank you so much for that clarification. So I will leave all her love with you, and hopefully that has helped. And thank you so much for letting me read for you. So I will move on to another person now, please, Richard. I need to find another job by April, so I'm looking but hard at the moment. Yeah, so again, I was giving you April, May. It felt like very sort of light on those months. A lot has shifted. Also, obviously, the super moons, they're very much about manifestation and stuff like that. So I would definitely say that you will have a new job by April, May time, and actually you will feel a lot more positive about it. You will understand why certain things happened and why you had to find a new job. It'll be a massive shift for you. Sometimes we just don't like change, but actually change is very good. So hello, Kim Brine. Thank you so much for joining. Suru. I love that rhyming. Alison Barton, lovely message again. Oh, thank you, Alison. Thank you, Ellie. Lovely clarity. Oh, bless you. No problem, Cheryl. Hello, Debbie Gray. Debbie Gray 1. Hope you're well. Hesvel, lovely message. Oh, bless. Thank you. Can we stop on Hesvel for a moment? Hesvel. Yeah, apologies if I don't say people's names correctly. Right. Let's pull you a card. Oh, okay. So, oh God, they're all splatting out. Right, okay. So, God, those cards literally did not want to be put down just then. I love it. Okay, so what you have is you have the 36 and you have distant horizons. Okay, so I will explain that in a moment, but there is a man coming through in spirit for you. Okay, so this man, again, he's very charismatic. He's very got a strong personality, quite bold, quite loud person coming in. He does make me aware that he had heart issues. It was definitely more in the heart. Obviously that's still affecting the chest area, but it was right in the heart. I was feeling some pangs and twangs going on there, so I do feel like he suffered with heart issues. But actually on the whole, I feel like he was generally quite a healthy guy, lived quite a decent life as well. He talks of money and things like that, so I feel like he worked hard, and I feel like he was proud of his things. So he wasn't a materialistic person, but I feel like he was very proud of what his money was able to do for people or able to bring, if this would make sense to you. I'm asking if you did actually physically meet him, and he's saying yes. So he is telling me that you did physically know him as well. He keeps showing me like in his office. So I feel if he wasn't self-employed, then he definitely had like an office space where he would work every day, because I keep seeing him in shirt and trousers, and it's quite like a brown coloured office, like with a dark wooden desk, and there's like lots of sort of shelves and books behind him on brown wooden shelves as well. And yeah, I see him sort of like signing papers and things like that. So I feel like he was quite high up in his job. I'm not getting anything from you yet, so I won't be able to continue if I don't see comments, but let me know if any of this makes sense. I'll go back to the card for a moment, just whilst you sort of take time to clarify who this man is, if it makes sense to you, because you have the distant horizons, and this man was stepping in, and his energy was so sort of charismatic, and like, because he worked hard, it made me feel like this distant horizons card represents that the things you want, they are on the way. They're still a little ways off yet, but keep working hard, because actually they are coming into fruition for you. Okay, so it's like this man is wanting to help you with his energy, to help you to work hard, or to trust that it is paying off. What you're doing is paying off. Okay, so this can represent, obviously, you know, much desires that you want, or that you've been asking for, or maybe even things that you've seen in your mind and that you think, oh, why do I keep feeling that? Why do I keep seeing that? You know, sometimes we think, gosh, like, am I just making that up? Oh, that's just silly, because that's just what I want. My old manager, we're good family friends. Oh, bless. Okay, that's cool. So I'm glad that you can take his energy. But you know, when, you know, for instance, with my book, my grandmother kept coming through to me saying, write a book, write a book. And I was like, I don't know how to write a book. I don't know how. So eventually I just picked up the pen and I just started writing. And now a year later, it's nearly here. So years ago, if I had have heard that, I would have been like, what's going on there? What's going on? So what I'm trying to say to you, and what this man wants to say to you, is no matter what type of thought you get in, no matter how big it is, don't poo-poo it. Don't sort of like just pass it by. Know that it's coming in for a reason, because there is actually the potential, or it's actually coming in to happen for you. Okay, and he's wanting to remind you of that. Remember, you know, he's your old manager, so remember how he worked, remember his energy and what he did, and you know, what he did for others, and bring that into your life. Hopefully that makes sense. And that makes sense then why he was showing me in his office a lot, because obviously if he's your manager, you would be able to relate to the workplace. So hopefully that made sense. I will leave all his love with you. Thank you for letting me connect to him, and I will move on to someone else now. Okay, no worries, you're welcome. Lovely evidence tonight. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Okay. It's good to be with. So I'm just reading some of your comments. Great message. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Is my mum still there? I always ask this every session if my mum's on. Is she still there, or has she gone quiet? She might have had to have popped off. This is great, Elly. Thank you. So if we pause on Debbie Gray for a moment, I feel drawn to Debbie Gray. So Debbie Gray, let me know if you are still here. Okay, cool. So let's just pull you a card. See what comes up. Ooh. You okay, Richard? Right, okay. Richard just like made a bit of a noise. I was like, are you okay? You okay? Right, okay. So Debbie Gray, let me see. Do I know you, Debbie Gray? Let me know. Let me know if I know you. I've pulled you the number 16, thoughts card. Okay, so what this is representing is there's a period of time. You're a very deep person. You're a very sensitive person. You're very empathic as well. So there is a period of time at the moment where you're really sort of like mulling things over. You're really thinking a lot about something. Maybe it's about something or someone or both, but either way, you're very sort of deep in thought about this. Okay, you're also a very creative person. This card represents someone who can be very creative, and you're wanting to create things. Okay, so you may already be in the midst or in the middle of creating. I haven't heard back yet whether I know you or not, but as I tuned in, I was like, oh, I just suddenly felt I got this message like I know you or something, but you're not responding to that, so maybe I don't. But yes, as in, what's the yes to? Could you be more specific with your confirmation, please? Thank you. So going back to this, you're in the middle of creating something, okay? There's something you're wanting to get your hands or your teeth stuck into with regards to creating. And it's making you be very thoughtful. How can I do it? What can I do? What would be the best way? Is this going to be right? Is it going to be right for me? Is it going to be right for others? Lots of questions going on there. So this thoughtfulness, it isn't always like a negative. Okay, this deep thinking can be very, very beneficial and positive for you. Okay, but just yes, the thoughtfulness and the deepness and the sensitivity is great, but it can sometimes go a bit too far where you start analysing and then you hold yourself back or you block yourself from then going forward with your creations or what it is you're wanting to do. Okay? Not personally, but we've communicated online. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. So does any of that, what I just said, make sense to you? Let me know if that makes sense with regards to the creation, your empathic side, your sensitivity, your thoughts, that type of thing. And I'll just pull you another card and see what comes up. Oh, I've gone really, really hot. Right, okay. That's why I was going a bit quick, because I was like, I was wondering, okay, right, that's, I understand that, wham. That's just, I've started teaching, doing spiritual coaching in a company, and obviously Debbie's in that. So we haven't actually physically met, but yes, we have spoke online. Okay, so that's great, because I was like, oh, when I suddenly saw it, it was like, oh, I really like recognize that energy. Okay, so you're saying yes, it does with regards to the deep thinking and that type of thing that's been coming through. Okay, so I pulled you another card, and you've got number 30 and you've got the adjudication card. So what this represents is there's a period of time coming where someone is gonna, it's a period of time where it's like a period of judgment, if that would make sense. So it could represent you judging yourself, or it could represent someone judging someone else. Does this make sense to you? Are you feeling, I feel like it's more on yourself. Are you feeling judged by other people? Would that make sense to you, Debbie? Because, but also it's like a adjudication card represents like a period of time where answers are given, things are decided, and it may take for other people or someone else to help with what is decided or to help with movement forward. Okay, and now what you've got is you've got the 10 and the journey card. So that's brilliant, because that's actually showing that from this adjudication, from these decisions, this forward movement, it's actually taking you on a journey, but it's very positive. 10 represents completion. So it represents completion over a difficult period of time, a completion over the things that are holding you back. Okay. Yes, you're feeling judged. Okay, so this is representing completion on that judgment feeling that you're feeling as well. So you're going on a journey. That's super, super exciting. The train is waiting and you're getting on it. Okay, just imagine you're that man there. You're about to get on the train and it's going to take you on a nice journey. So I'm super, super excited for you. So hopefully these 3 cards have made sense for you, Debbie. Let me know if that's made sense. And I'm looking forward to seeing how your journey goes for you. So thank you for letting me read you. So Richard, would you like to show me some others on there now, please? Oh, hello, Cameron De Silva. Thank you so much for joining. I love that name. Let's do Cameron. He's just popped on. Got to go with the flow, got to go with where you're drawn. So guys, if you have been here from the start and you haven't had a reading yet and you're like, oh no, he's just come on and he gets a reading, please do keep joining in. Send me hearts, send me lots of, get my attention, you know, so it draws spirit in. Or yeah, only during readings. Yeah, after each reading, that's the best time to get my attention. Okay, but please do keep commenting because otherwise I won't actually see your comments. Right, so Cameron, let's see what you've got here coming through. Right, okay, so what I've got coming in is, okay, so I've seen your card and actually I do feel quite stressed as well. So has there been a period of stress for you? You've got the poverty card there. Okay, now I don't necessarily think that this is you, and this doesn't mean that you're going to be in poverty. But what I am getting, super like me, what I am getting is that you've come out of a really, really difficult period of time. So I don't necessarily feel like it's to do with like, I do feel like that money wasn't super, you know, plush, if that would make sense. But for me, this poverty card actually more represents like a really hard period of time in your life that you went through. My throat goes funny, so it makes me feel like you wasn't able to like express yourself, or maybe you haven't been able to get out like how you felt or what was going on for you. There is a man in spirit who comes forth for you as well, Cameron. And again, he's quite like a quirky character. He's quite like mysterious. He's quite, I would say he's quite tall. I'm 5'7", he's taller than that, so how to about 5'9", and quite slim, broad shouldered, quite handsome man, like not a really long face, but it's not round, it's more sort of longish face. Had very sort of short hair. We lost our 2 grandmothers for Christmas and I just came out of a bad job. Oh, bless. Okay. So that makes sense as to why it just felt like it was a really rough time for you. So with this man, would this make sense to you with regards to your grandparents? With regards to the description of one of them, your grandfather? Because I felt that this man was showing me when he was younger. Okay, because I'm seeing quite a young sort of man, but I don't feel like he passed when he was young. I feel like he passed when he was older. But it's almost like he's got on the other side and he's like, this is what I did look like. I was really handsome. I was really sort of like, you know, had a good energy, was quite like a polite man, knew what he wanted, worked hard. But also I feel like when he was younger, he might have like had a few of the ladies after him because he's very, very handsome. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Another card also came out. I think that could be my great granddad. Yeah, because it was almost like, it's not like modern clothing I'm seeing as he shows me when he's younger. So another card flew out as well. And that's probably why I was like, oh, because it just felt like it was a really difficult period of time. And this card is the Thief card, okay? Number 24. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it is the Thief card. So this is representing, I don't feel like, again, this is actually representing that someone has stolen from you in this instance. I feel that this is more representing someone or feeling like you've had something taken from you, okay? It's almost like there's been someone around you who stole your happiness, would this make sense to you? Maybe it's linked into the loss of your grandparents and the job and things like that, or it could be someone else in your surroundings that's still alive that you feel doesn't make you happy. Absolutely, he spoke of that all the time. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what exactly you're meaning with regards to which bit I said, so if you could just let me know, that would be amazing. And let me know if any of this other stuff makes sense, because he's talking about someone around you who just hasn't been serving your energy, if that makes sense. You realise like a lot of stuff the last few months that you really need to make some really big changes, and that will include certain people in your life as well who are currently alive. And I want to go as far as sort of saying that there has been some selfish people in your life who, you know, when like you lose someone and it just really makes you realise life is just too short to be messing around or to be around people who make you feel like crap, you know. Sorry, am I allowed to say that word, Richard? Okay. So I was like, oh no, I'm not allowed to, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to swear or not. But who just make you feel rubbish. And actually there's a period of time coming up for you where it's going to be coming in stronger. I feel like you're a very spiritual person as well. I felt like my grandparents were ripped from me because it was so unexpected. Yeah, okay. So that could be what this taking thing feels like, stripped of your happiness. Right, okay. But you bottled up a lot. That's probably why I had the throat thing come in, Cameron, because it just felt like I couldn't express. It was like, oh, I just felt like it was really stuck in there. But what I'm being told is that you're actually a very spiritual person, okay, Cameron, and you have the ability to be very, very psychic. So this is coming in for you. I feel both ways, that life could be too long or too short. Right, okay, yeah, I get that. So what's coming in for you with regards to this year, Cameron, is your spirituality is really taking upgrade. So there will be strong callings and strong pulls into more of the spiritual realm for you and into sort of more spiritual aspects. When I say into the spiritual realm, I don't mean you going into the spiritual realm. I just mean you looking into it more, wanting to understand it more. And it could well be because of the loss of your grandparents. Sometimes when people go through grief or go through loss, they want to dive into the spiritual side more. I get that sometimes when it balls up in my throat. Yeah, I can really feel it. My throat is really like croaked up right now. So I definitely think you need to do some spiritual things, like maybe like work on some chakras to help with the throat chakra, work on have some healing, maybe like pull some cards if you don't already for yourself, get more crystals, like anything you can do to like enhance your spirituality or your spiritual energy, because this is coming in for you this year very, very strongly. Like I want to go as far as to say like you're going to be really involved heavily in spiritual things later down the line if you're not already. Like I see you doing retreats and things like that. So let me know if any of that makes sense, or if you've sort of felt like guided to sort of look into that type of stuff more. But he just wants you to know that actually, and I feel like yeah, it's mainly him who's there. I was just seeing if the other grandparent was there. It's mainly him who's there, but it doesn't mean that they're not there. It just means that sometimes they're working through different things on the afterlife according to what went through with them. But I do have an older lady coming in now, and she is quite a bit shorter, but by golly, even though she was small, she had a strong personality for sure. My absolute desire and why I wanted to push into this was because I wanted to get through to my grandparents to be relieved. Oh, bless. Well, you 100% will, and they will be helping you. There's lots to learn along the way, okay? But honestly, I can see you like being a medium, or I can see you like being a healer, doing retreats, maybe even running retreats. That's how amazing it's going to go for you. This is literally just the start. But from my own experience, like we have to go through some of the darkness, we have to go through healing that and clearing that out to really then be able to move through to the next process and then actually be able to help people. And that's part of what your soul purpose is, Cameron, is you are going to be helping people, but you're at the stage where you're helping yourself at the moment. Okay, going back to this lady, she's very she was quite small, but she had a very strong, big, bold personality. So I feel like she definitely ruled the roost. I feel like when she was younger, she would have definitely been very much like lady of the house, wore the trousers, that type of thing. So yeah, that's quite nice to see. I do feel like, you know, people just loved her. There was just so much energy for her and around her. So I'm going to leave all their love with you. Hopefully this has helped. Hopefully this has made sense. They are with you, and just trust that they are guiding you to get through to them and connect with them. That must be my great nan. She was a strong personality. Oh, bless. Okay. Was she really short? Because she's really little, this lady, but huge personality. Okay. So thank you so much for letting me connect to your loved ones, and you will get through it. Okay. So yeah, just stick with it. We'll move on to the next person now, Richard. Thank you very much. Julie, what more lovely for you, Cameron. Oh, bless. Let's see. Brilliant message for you, Cameron. I'm always so drawn. Did I do Diamond Deb? I don't think I don't think I did Diamond Deb though. Can you put Diamond Deb back on? Because I'm always really drawn to her name. I believe so. She was. I was not born. Thank you so much. Oh, bless. Okay. Yeah, I can get that where you wasn't born, Cameron, because the whole generation and energy of the generation felt very, very, very like sort of old-fashioned with regards to that. But she's still coming around, even if you didn't physically meet her, because she's interested in your life and you're part of her DNA. Okay, so Diamond Deb, let's pull you a card. So straight away, I keep hearing the word hysterectomy coming in, Diamond. So is this yourself or possibly a lady in spirit who had a hysterectomy? Oh gosh, I've got lots of things going on here actually. Let's just see who this is. So I've got heart stuff and it's all traveling up my arm, but I also had a bad knee come in. It felt quite very, oh gosh, okay. One moment there, because I can't speak properly. Let's just see who this is. Okay, definitely female coming through. Oh gosh, my arm is absolutely killing. Okay, with this lady that comes through for you, Diamond. It's like shooting up my arm. So this is making me think like a stroke of some sort, because I literally feel like I can't use this side of my body. And as I carried on trying to connect, I suddenly started slurring and feeling like I can't get my words out. I still feel like that a little bit, actually. I'm not sure if you notice, but it's like, coming out. You've put not me family. I'm not sure what you mean with regards to that. Oh yeah, okay, the hysterectomy. Okay, yeah, okay. But yeah, this lady, she really did struggle, or she had a lot of weakness or pain, because as she connects to me, it is very painful for me. Let's see what else she says, because normally if I get there, it lifts off me then. Let's see. I'm actually really drawn to an auntie figure for you. Auntie, sister, that type of feeling that I'm getting through. And I keep hearing the word temperamental. What's that? Has your computer been really temperamental recently, Diamond? Or has there been something you've been trying to do and it's been quite temperamental? Because I asked her if this was her who was temperamental, but I felt like she was saying, no, it's something that you're trying to work out or trying to do at the moment. Let me know. I'm not getting any response back, so Richard's just checking for me if there's any response. And it's interesting because the card I pulled is the mature woman card as well for you. And this is the number 6. So 6 represents your contract of life, our contract. So if the 6 comes up in the cards or in dreams or wherever, it can very much represent you are at, okay, so you put electrics, okay. So you are at the exact right place where you're meant to be at the moment in your contract, okay? So even if there has been things that have been temperamental, like electrics, like your work, then this will be all a part of something that you have to go for at the moment. What I feel like saying to you, and what I feel that this lady is saying, because you haven't clarified her, so I'm not sure if she makes sense to you. If this makes sense to anyone else watching, please do let me know, because it could be that it was another name just before or just after diamonds that I was like linking into. So you feel like it could be your nan. Could you take any of those bits that I said about the pains and everything? But what I get from this lady is that she's talking about stuff coming out of alignment. So if things have been temperamental, it's because actually she's saying you're not listening to your heart. Like there's something that you just need to do more rather than that stuff, because it's not right for you. There's things that you need to change or need to shift around. So it's not in alignment with your life at the moment. So there's disconnect. So if that's the case, so you're saying you're stressed with work, so that will cause a disconnect. And that's, if there's disconnect, then, so you've put yes, I'm not sure what the yes is in reference to. So oh, I've forgotten what I was saying now. Oh, Richard, what was I saying? I've just lost my train of thought. Sorry guys, it's just completely gone. Yeah. It's just because Richard's chatting in my ear and making me chuckle. Yes, that's it. Disconnect. You're disconnected at the moment, okay? So if something's not feeling right, don't resist it, because I feel like you're resisting it. It's like you're proper like, oh no, don't happen. And actually it's making it worse. So just acknowledge, right, I feel rubbish. I'm really stressed with work. It's pissing me off. I don't know when it's going to change, but actually I'm just acknowledging it. And actually, when you do this, it's going to bring movement and shifts forward more strongly for you. Okay? Mature woman. There is a mature woman helping you. Okay, so I did feel that this was an aunt. Has your aunt passed over? Let me know, because the first word I said was hysterectomy, and then this lady who was coming through, I did hear auntie sister coming through, but you felt like this was possibly your nan. So, so if your auntie's alive and she's had a hysterectomy, but obviously, and this is your nan coming through, there'll be a reason why they're bringing up the hysterectomy and your auntie. But if this auntie is passed over in this way, then that would make sense. Does this make sense to you, Diamond? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I'm working it out all properly in my head. Okay. So creative living can also take this, but Diamond Deb said that her auntie has passed. Okay, let me see what creative living just said again, sorry. Laptops, auntie and hysterectomy both, and both nans had stroke. Right, okay. Makes sense to me. Right, okay. I'm like, why does Spirit do this to me? Okay, so I'm going to continue with Diamond Deb just for a moment, and then I'll move to creative living and see if we can, because Diamond can take most of what I'm saying, and that's who I was originally drawn to. So I'm going to stick with this. So hopefully this all made sense to you. But what I can say to you, Diamond, is your auntie, she passed over. She was letting me know she had a hysterectomy. She's letting you know that actually don't stress about these things. Okay, just let it all go. Know that she's around you, working with you. Okay. I'm now going to leave all of her love with you, and I'm going to move over to creative living now, because I brought up strokes and things like that, and creative living can take the stroke side of it. So if you can put me on to her comments. So thank you very much, Diamond, for letting me read for you. Creative living, let's move forward to you now. And let's just see. Let me just tap into your... Yeah. Okay. Let me just see what the message is here for you, because sometimes when you start talking about, what I find is when I pick up, that's no problem, Diamond, when I pick up on someone and then they've got similar, it's almost like it calls forward other loved ones that had similar things. So it could be that it was actually for the two of them similar coming in for both of you. So let me just connect to your auntie for a moment. Okay, so I'm just asking if she will step forward with her energy more so. And what I'm picking up is I've got a really sort of like fun natured lady, quite funny and real sort of light-hearted. I feel like she had quite a funny laugh as well. Like her laugh was infectious. It would make you sort of like chuckle and things. And I actually feel like your auntie, so you said your nan as well, so we will have to work out which one it is, but I feel like either your aunt or your nan, getting my words mixed up, were very hands-on with you when you were younger, because I'm seeing memories of like them cuddling you and like, you know, grabbing you and things like that, but like in a playful way, very sort of like interested in like your upbringing and like your education and your learning and things like that. She put yes, she was, so I guess that's referring with regards to the personality, the funny, fun, light-hearted that I mentioned. Was she very sort of like around when you was younger and things like that, very involved in like your upbringing? I just feel like she created a really kind, caring nature. Oh my gosh, I just like that just literally fell out. That's the child card. As I was talking about, was she around when you was being brought up? And so you got the child card there. Okay, so this also child card also represents you know, being playful again, getting into you know, your playful side, your innocent side, working with your inner child, listening to your inner child, or working through childhood memories, issues, trauma, that type of thing. That's what that card represents. So I would definitely say there's lots of, I'm not seeing any confirmation coming through now, but I definitely say there's lots of energy coming. Yes, very close to both of them. Okay, bless. So what is it that, I'm very, very drawn to your childhood, very close to my nan, second mum. Right, okay. Is this why I'm really drawn to your childhood? Because what I'm being told is there's some memories or there's some things from your childhood that have been coming up recently. And your auntie and your nan are wanting to let you know that they've been bringing these to your attention, and it might have been a bit hurtful or hurt your heart a little bit when these memories of your childhood have been coming up, and you might have been wondering, why am I thinking of that? Why am I remembering that? But actually they're doing it on purpose, because actually there's some healing that needs to happen regarding a period of time in your childhood. I'm not sure if maybe your dad left or there was some sort of split or something that rocked the boat a little bit, but it's making me think of that type of situation, and that there's maybe a little bit of healing that still needs to take place. I am also hearing with regards to your career and stuff. Do you feel like your career was put a bit on hold recently? I mean, a lot of people do because of lockdown, but then there's been lots of people who have been doing really well during lockdown. But I don't necessarily feel like it was super. Yes, that makes complete sense. Okay, cool. I don't necessarily feel like it was lockdown that made your career be on hold. I just feel like it's actually just something within you. That something was feeling blocked within you, and maybe you was putting a bit of a block or putting a bit of a hold on something or an aspect you were wanting to do with regards to career, because it didn't necessarily feel right now. But I can see movement forward with your career coming in. Okay, so actually this year is going to be very, very good career wise. Let me know about that, because otherwise, if that doesn't make sense, I won't keep going on. But I feel very, very positive about your career this year. Let me know. Can I also ask, did one of them wear glasses, or have bad eyesight, because I feel actually quite blind in the one eye. It's in both eyes, but the one eye is a lot worse than the other. I've also got some bad pains in the side of my stomach, so I do feel like one of these ladies had some stomach issues, bowel issues, which maybe caused some stomach pain, that type of thing. Not seeing anything else, so we might have to move on. So you've put so true. So I'm guessing that's regarding your career, I think. Yes, spot on, blocked with work, choosing to put it on hold. Yeah, so they will 100% know this, okay? That's why they're bringing it up. They know that you've chosen to put it on hold. But actually, don't worry. This is actually something that you're meant to do, okay? So I'm just going to try and pull you another card here. Let me just shuffle them better. So, yes, spot on, blocked on. Putting it on hold, yes to glasses. Oh, you got the main female, number 2. So what that represents is that actually you putting this on hold, yes, it may think, oh, how am I going to pay for things? How am I going to do this? What am I going to do there? But actually, it's the right thing at the moment, because you need to focus on you. You are the main female. You are the main dawn of your life, so you need to focus on you. 2 represents balance as well, so you need to bring the balance back in. There is a reason why you felt the need to put something on hold, and actually it's going to help you to progress further, not only in your normal life but also in your career, and financially you are going to have a big boom at the end of the year with regards to finances and with regards to happiness within your work situation. So trust and keep going with it, because it's all going to be for the right, okay? So hopefully that made sense and has given you some hope there. Lots of love, and thank you for letting me to connect to your lovely nan and auntie. Yes, I feel like I'm supposed to be starting again soon. Yes, I had to focus on myself. That is because you are the main woman, lady, so make sure you do. Okay, so let's see some more then. Hey, Lauren Badrock, hope you're well. Yay, Pamela's given me loads of emojis. Atia Hendricks, thanks for the emojis. Lillian Linares. Right, let's do Lillian. Thanks for the heart, Serena. Right, let's do Lillian. Lillian Linnaeus, is that how you pronounce it? Liana's. So if I giggle, it's because Richard's chatting in my ear. Right, let's see what you've got coming in. I'm pulling a few for you. Okay, let's see. So again, you've got expectation like the other lady had. So there's definitely something that's holding heavy over you, that you are feeling is a bit of a pressure at the moment. There's an expectation that you're either putting upon yourself that you feel like you need to complete or achieve something, or there's an expectation that you feel is being placed upon you by someone else, and it's causing a bit of tension for you, okay? So that is bringing a message of concern for you. Now, I've just checked, it's not a message of concern with regards to family members or anything like that, so don't worry. It's actually just bringing you concern because you're feeling like you can't deliver on something. But the problem with expectation, whether we put it on someone else or whether it's on us, is it's not fair, because that is someone else's thoughts, that is someone else's wants. It's not our wants, but we feel like we should deliver. And then we start to get resentful because actually we're wanting to make someone happy, but we can only make people happy, 1, when we're truly happy ourselves, and 2, through the way that we want to make people happy, not by doing something for everyone else or something that other people want us to do. And this is a situation that you're in at the moment, Lillian, or that you have been for majorities of your life, because I feel like I'm getting really bossy with you, but I think it's this lady that's coming through who I'll connect with properly in a minute. But I feel you do everything for everyone else. I feel so overwhelmed right now as I speak to you. And it's because this lady that's coming through, she makes me aware that you are literally doing everything for everyone else, or have been doing everything for everyone else around you in your life. And that actually, it almost feels like no one really takes the time to just do something for you, or to just check in on you. Okay. Now, for a moment, let's just move to this lady and get more significance on her. As soon as she comes through, she gives me bad teeth. I've got teeth pain. So I feel like she had issues with her teeth. Ow. Maybe dentures. I don't have dentures, so it feels strange because it feels like stuff's like being clamped down, that type of thing. You put by yourself, like, what do you mean with regards, what does that mean? That there's no one around you at the moment, or that type of thing? But yeah, this lady, she comes in and she's quite I'd say she's quite a quiet lady, actually, but actually she was quite quiet, but she was quite strong-willed, if that would make sense to you. So this lady, I've got a nan figure coming through. She's got really white hair, white short hair. Okay. Not really sort of like fuller figured, not slim. So she was quite sort of like of average sort of build. I would say about 5'6". She used to wear sort of like linen t-shirts or that type of thing. I see her in sort of a nice lilac sort of plain t-shirt and like light coloured trousers. She also makes me aware of a cat. Is it cat or is it a dog? Cat. I feel like it is a cat. And I feel, so you've said spot on. Okay, I'm not sure which bit you're referring to. But I feel like she's showing me around her house. Maybe it was a little bungalow, something like that. But I feel like she was very sort of house proud. It's like I don't feel like she had loads, but what she did have, she was very proud of it. I feel like she was the type of lady who collected like nice little pots, or like the antiques, that type of, not antiques, but the nice little teacups and ornaments. That's it, Richard. I was trying to work out, what is it? Collectibles, that type of thing. But it's not antiques like brass or gold or anything like that. It's more like the china, those types of little things. And she would like to have them on display. And I see her sort of dusting them off and dusting them around the house. Does this lady make sense to you? Because she's coming through very, very clearly. So let me know. And again, if this doesn't make sense to Lillian, then it may well make sense to someone else. But she would let people get on with what they wanted to do. But I do feel like she would have pressure you put on yourself. Okay. Because I do feel like she wants to come through and tell you to stop this expectation, stop this pressure, because it's not good for you. You've said are you actually by yourself? Are you in a relationship? Because I pulled you another card and it's the number 4 and it's the courtship card. Okay. So if you're not in a relationship, there is this talks of a relationship coming in, someone that you will spend time to get to know. It won't be something that you will just suddenly be in and then it's suddenly over. It will be, you have no memories of your grandparents. Okay, well, don't worry if you can't remember, if you didn't meet them. Go back and ask loved ones, other people who you think might know, because guaranteed the pieces of the puzzle of what's been said will be there. Someone will know. I've done this long enough now to know that there is always significance with what comes through. Okay. But it's just as long as you know that there are loved ones here for you, coming through, guiding you. Okay. So let me know about the relationship, because there is definitely a period of time coming in where you're going to be spending time actually getting to know someone. So this sort of like being by yourself feeling is going to be moving, because actually you are going to be meeting someone and it's going to be getting quite nice. She sounds like my nan from my mother's side. Yeah. Okay. Well, ask your mum and see how that goes. I'm just waiting to see if there's anything about the relationship that I've said for a moment, and if not, I will move on. I love these chili bottles though. They're so nice and cold. Yeah, strawberry. I saw it at the airport. Okay, so hello, Gary Walker and Darren Ball. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm just waiting to see if there's any more. So you're in a divorce at the moment. Okay. What this is representing, because what I felt with this courtship was that this wasn't something that you just throw yourself into. It's not just a fling. It's not just something that you're just suddenly in and then it's suddenly gone. There is actually a period of time coming later in the year where you are going to be spending time getting to know someone, okay? And the courting is actually taking things slowly and really working out if you want to hang out, if you like each other, and what you want to do moving forward. So that would make sense if you're in a divorce situation at the moment. That would make sense because you might be a little bit weary, or you might be wanting to take some time for yourself to just really focus on yourself and understand what you don't want going forward in a relationship. But it is coming, and I've got September time coming in for you, okay? So don't be surprised if you find yourself in sort of a courting situation in September onwards, okay? And actually I can tell you that it is actually going to be very, very pleasant. It's going to surprise you. It's going to be nice. Thank you so much for letting me connect with you, Lillian, and please do join in again, and I will now move forward onto someone else. Okay, cool. Okay, so we've got a few little announcements now, guys. So we have a guided meditation with Leslie Knight tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. UK time. And then we also have Sam O'Neill. Rune readings. Oh, interesting. Rune readings. I was thinking about runes earlier. I love runes. And that is tomorrow from 1 p.m. UK time over at Spiritual Psychics YouTube channel. So make sure you do. Okay, so make sure you join in tomorrow for those. So I can't see the screen, Richard. Okay, now I can see it. All I could see was my face staring back at me. Oh gosh, it's so funny, isn't it, with lockdown, having to try and like get used to sort of like looking at yourself on a screen all day. Okay, so is there anyone that's hello Emma Abernethy, thank you so much for joining. So yeah, go from the top. Let's see if there's anyone who's been there right from the start, or anyone that's like I think I did Pamela before though, on my very last one I did. I'm pretty sure I remember that nice profile picture, Pamela. So if you join in others, I'm pretty sure I did Alison as well on the last one. Have I done quite a few? Okay, let's see. Have I done them before, Richard? I can't remember. Ooh. Okay, let's do Gary, because that's literally just dropped out whilst his name is on there. So a card's dropped out for Gary, and also I pulled a card. So what you've got, Gary, is you've got the poverty card. Okay, don't freak, don't stress. People stress when they have cards that they view negative. But what this is representing is that, again, there's been a very, very difficult period of time for you. But what I'm being told is it's been more mentally, it's been more in your mind, that there's been some struggles or some confusion or things that you've been needing to really work through. I feel like you are actually a very headstrong person, but I feel like saying to you that actually it's important to make sure that you know it's okay to just be it's not a weakness to be vulnerable, if that would make sense. I feel that you've been trying to hold it together for other people, so then your energy ends up sort of taking a bit of a hit. Would that make sense to you, Gary Walker? There is a man stepping through as well for you. He's got glasses, he's got a really lovely open face. His face is quite round, I would say. I see him with sort of like what's it called, Richard? I forgot where the hair. Oh, the thing's completely gone out of my mind. Yeah, but where the hairline just receding. That's it. I was going to say deceding then. Receding. He's got a receding hairline, but then I feel like he lost some of his hair. But then there was two sides of hair stuck around the sides, so there was a bit of a bald patch in the middle. So he was older as well when he passed. So Gary, let me know if you're still here and if this makes sense. He was older, and I've got quite like a more of a fatherly figure coming through for you. He does make me laugh though, so I do feel like he could have a laugh and he could have fun. But again, I've got a hard worker. Again, I see him wearing like some sort of suit, shirt and tie sort of situation. But then he makes a joke about that because I don't feel like he would have wanted to wear that type of stuff all the time. But he did because he had to. Like, was he some sort of in healthcare, like some sort of dentist? That type of. Why is he wearing a suit and tie then? Well, I suppose dentists and doctors would wear things like that, wouldn't they? Yeah, definitely sort of dentist, doctor, healthcare, something which he had to study hard for and something that he did work hard for. I'm not getting any responses back, so I don't know what to do because I'm not getting any clarification back. So I will tell you the second. Okay, so there's a 20-second delay. So with this really difficult period of time that you've been through, as I said, I felt like it was more sort of like mentally that you was holding things together. There is rats in this card, and everyone thinks that rats, or puts rats to sort of like poverty or dirty or things like that. But actually, in a lot of my card decks, the rat actually represents prosperity. Okay, so it's actually telling you that even though things have been difficult, there is prosperity there for you for the taking. So the second card that was the one that fell out. The second card that I pulled is the false person card, okay? And it's in the 8. So 8 represents bonds. So this person is someone that you have had a bond with or have a bond with currently. And there is a strong sense of sort of a two-faced sort of energy coming in. This person has possibly been lying, or you felt like a bit deceived by this person, or maybe you're questioning their morals or questioning what it is are they up to. So this could be someone from the past or someone currently right now. If you're not sure, then this could be something to be aware of going forward over the next couple of months. But this is actually coming in, and this is someone who you had a bond with. So again, it's in the mind. Like, I feel like you're very thoughtful, you think a lot, but I feel like you get yourself overworked. Okay, so let me know if any of that makes sense. I'm not getting anything back from you, so I'm going to have to finish up with that because Richard can't see anything either. But thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much anyway, Gary, for letting me read for you, even if you maybe didn't necessarily see it. So I'm going to say thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Oh, hello, Maxie. Hi, Maxie. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so sorry we've like pretty much just finished the readings now, but please do join in again tomorrow for some of the sessions tomorrow. And if you want to catch my show, I will be back in 2 weeks' time. So my show is every fortnightly. There might be a slight change to the times me and Richard have to discuss that, but I will still be doing shows for you. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to say thank you so much to everyone who has joined in the show tonight and who continually joins, the regulars, the newbies coming in, but also people who join in the other shows as well. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to continue to, you know, showcase our psychism and our mediumship skill set. And it really means a lot to me personally that I can connect to so many people's loved ones passed over. Remember about my book as well, Ignite Your Light and Awaken Your Soul, which will be out on the January the 18th. Look for the sunflowers. that's me on the front there. And I would love it if you guys have a gander at my book and read it and let me know what you think. You're also welcome to contact me over on my page. It was called Light After Life, but I've changed the name slightly. So it is now Elly Charles, Psychic Medium at Light After Life. So you're more than welcome to pop over and join in on any of my services or anything that I offer over there. Oh, I'm missing all of those comments, but I can see people saying thank you and giving me lots of love hearts and things like that. And again, I just thank you, Rhonda. And again, I just want to say thank you to Richard for obviously setting this up so we can continue to do this type of work. I always enjoy it when I'm on. Thank you, Elly and Richard. Awesome show as always. Thank you. Night all, another great night. Oh, thank you, Julie. Oh, bless. Thank you all. I'm going to be watching Last Night again. Oh, really? No, but that's the thing is if there's lots of activity, you find yourself watching it for hours just to see if there's another movement or a sound or something. Great show. Thanks very much. Okay, night, Elly, Richard, and everyone. Oh, thank you, Hazel. Okay. Will it be on Amazon, Elly? Yes, it will be on Amazon on January the 18th. So I think I'm actually on the week. I'm on the week it's launched anyway. So I can remind you guys anyway, because it will be live that week. It's not on there yet, so you won't find it on there yet. But this is just the sample copy at the moment to make sure it's all okay. But I was like, oh, it turned up, so I just wanted to share it with people. But yeah, and it'll also be on places like Waterstones, Barnes and Nobles, Ingram Spark, lots of different sort of book places. But feel free to just comment again or head over to my business page to find out more information on that type of thing. Good night, everyone. Good night, Daniela. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Christine. Thank you for a fab night, Elly and Richard. Been great night. Ah, bless. Thank you, Eileen. The cute little doggy picture. Thank you very much for my reading. No problem, Lillian. I will see you all, not next week, but the week after. Lots of love and have a brilliant rest of your week.